Hi everyone, my name's James Ivey.
I'm Paul Drew.
From the Studio Rats, and you find us out in the real world.
Can you believe it?
It's amazing. Shops are open and it's a beautiful day for buying guitars.
It sure is.
So we've come down to Guitar in Epsom. Big shout out to those guys. They've got a load of stock in and a load of really nice stuff as well, which is currently tickling Mr. Drew's fancy.
Oh yes.
I think he's got a couple of quid to spend and we're going to have a look at some PRS. Tell me about this guitar because it looks rather lovely.
Yeah, so this is a Custom 24. This is the new version, which has got the pickup switching on it, with also his new, I forgot what they call them, ITC pickups.
Right.
Yeah, so Custom 24 with the old style switching down here, as opposed to the blade switch.
Yeah.
And you can switch each individual humbucker into single coil mode, and really good. So the single coil mode in this is fantastic. So if I switch them into single coils, really good. So that's single coil. We can switch them down to humbuckers.
And it has to be said, the bookbatch top is lovely.
Stunning, isn't it? I don't even think it's a 10 top, so this isn't even their best top. What they do is in PRS is they grade their tops, and the best tops are called 10 tops, and they put a little 10 on the corner up there. But this isn't a 10 top, but it is.
It's very light as well. I mean,
It's really light, isn't it?
I don't think it's chambered, but it's very, very light. It's beautiful.
It's got the pattern thin neck, so it's got more of a sort of super strat style neck feel to it, but it's really good. I mean, PRS, it's just, you pick one up and they're all the same. They're all the same quality. They're all just like the attention to detail, and you know, if you pick up a Gibson, you are literally, you know, you have to go through a few to find the right one. A PRS, you can literally just pick up two and they'll sound the same and feel the same. They're just, the quality control is fantastic.
So another PRS. And
stunning.
Haven't you already got a gold top?
Well, this is very similar to my one. I think the DGT was originally modelled after these. I think David Grissom's Les Paul, I think, was modelled on, or these were modelled on David Grissom's Les Paul, and then David Grissom got his chance to build the DGT, which is the version that I've got. So this is very much more Les Paul than my one. It's fixed bridge.
Yeah.
Hasn't got a trem. But unlike a Les Paul, it coil taps.
Interesting.
But that's the only thing about PRSs or these sort of coil taps on the PRS for me. You have to.
You've got to work at it.
You couldn't do it mid gig, could you? You're like in the middle of a solo and you're trying to push it in. For me, it should be like a push
pop. Yeah.
Yeah. Great sounding guitar though.
Sorry, I've just had a little shock there. There's no easy way of saying £3,599, is there?
But I mean, you're paying for the quality. You're paying for the quality of the build and the wood and everything.
A fabulous guitar. Let's hear it.
Really nice. But do I need another gold top?
So Paul, you may not have realised, but this is not a PRS.
But it looks PRS-y, doesn't it?
It looks like a Les Paul.
It does. It looks like a cross between a PRS and a Les Paul.
It's a sculpted body. I love these sort of dented, kind of inlaid in.
Yeah.
Whatever the word is that I'm seeking.
But that's a very PRS thing to do those sort of indented inside the carve.
Yeah. What is it? Who is it and stuff?
It's a Nick Huber, and it's Nick Huber. It's a Nick Huber, isn't it?
It's
Yeah,
an
Nick
Orca,
Huber Orca.
And I've just seen the price. That's quite actually eye-watering. There's no easy way of saying that says £7,199.
I'm not going to be going home with this, without a doubt.
But look at it. I mean, it is beautiful.
It's stunning, isn't it?
And it's got a tree trunk of a neck.
It's the biggest neck on any guitar.
That's acoustic territory, isn't it? That neck.
It's bigger than that. It's huge. It's like a bass. It's really nice. It's really resonant. Really good. I think clean. It's really nice.
Let's hear
really
it.
Nice.
Let's hear it. Let rip.
So that's with the coil tap in. So that's with the humbucker mode. It's bring the coil tap out. I think it's just on one control, which is this one here. Really glassy.
Very PRS-y.
Yeah. That's really nice. I think clean, this win so far. Let's switch it onto the lead channel. It's just incredibly well made. For me, it's not for high gain.
Which is not what you buy a
Well,
Les Paul type machine for, is it really?
no, but it sounds like a great sort of vintage. I keep saying it, and I'm going to be, and I think people are going to start taking drinks. But that clean sound on the verge of, the clean sound on the verge of breakup, it just works really, really well for that because it's got that glassy sort of tone to it. It's definitely, it's got some sort of telly vibe about the sound of it. It's really, really nice.
So, Mr. Drew,
Yeah,
that is not a PRS.
I know. So I said to the guys in here, I said to Chris in here, I said, what guitar would you choose, or what guitar can I play that you would choose? What's the best guitar in here? And he brought this over. And you know how I feel about
It's a Les Paul. It's a Les Paul. And
Yeah.
last time I checked, mate, you're not entirely enamoured with Les Pauls. However, I am noticing one thing that
at that.
mine does not do.
Look at that. It's just the world's only balanced Les Paul. Oh my God.
And it's giving you the zhuzh, isn't it? I can see the sweat dripping down your beaded brow.
See the sweat dripping on my wife's brow from our bank balance. So this is a custom shop 57 gold top Les Paul. It's got the neck on it. It's got one of those, the 57 big fat neck on it. 57, 58. I think 58's had a big fat neck on it. Massive baseball bat of a neck. It's just gorgeous, and it sounds amazing.
something to it, mate. I mean, that's a beautiful guitar. It's not what you came to buy, though, mate.
Yeah.
It hasn't got a tag on it, so that probably means it's painful.
Well, it's a used one.
Right.
It's a used one.
So it's pre-loved.
It's lovely. I mean, the gold top on it is stunning. It's definitely different. You know the PRS that I've got?
Yeah.
It's a different colour gold, way more greeny.
Yeah.
More traditional. It's amazing. What a great guitar.
Is that a contender then?
I think it depends on the price, doesn't it? I mean, this is definitely. We've tried the other guitars. This to me is definitely the winner so far.
Really? Do you know, I never thought you'd be so enamoured with a Les Paul.
In the immortal words of, you've got to say it. Come on, you can say it.
Listen to the sustain on that.
Thank you. That guitar. That's a special guitar. That's really
That's not
nice.
a Friday afternoon job, is it? That's a.
No, I mean that's the thing. I think you can try like a bunch of different. You can try a bunch of different guitars. You know, a bunch of different Les Pauls, and you know, you pull up one custom shop and another one, and they will feel different. But this is really nice.
Give us a wail then. Let's hear it.
Actually, let's change the channel. Let's see if we can. That is honestly one of the best guitars I've ever played. That is ridiculously good. I've got to do it. There you go. That is.
You can get thrown out of places like this for doing that.
Yeah, no, that is the best Les Paul that I've ever played.
I'm quite concerned, mate, because you've still got it. Oh. You're still lapping it.
It's just so good.
It is beautiful, considering it is a pre-loved one. It's got a couple of a bit of buckle rash, but nothing bad by any stretch.
But that's what I love. That's it. If I picked up like one of those PRSs we've just tried, because they're so pristine, and the way that PRS make their guitars with the non-nitrocellulose, actually I think they might be doing that now, but you know that if you dent a PRS, it's going to crack in not a very nice way. While this, the fact it's got a little ding,
yeah,
I love that because it means that I don't have to be as precious about it, because it's already got that first ding, so it's taken out of that element for me.
So,
I love it.
Here's the crunch then. Of the 3 PRSs, and it has to be said he's tried a couple of the other Les Pauls as well, because once he tried that one, it was worth trying a couple of others. And
the Nick Huber.
Yeah, which was ridiculous.
Really nice.
Ludicrously expensive.
I still preferred this.
Interesting. So, I'm not even going to ask. I'm not actually going to ask which one you're going to buy. I'm not even going to go there.
Well, shall we leave it, and then the next video that I do will be what I've chosen?
I think the phrase is, and now it's back to the studio. I always want to say that as well.
That's good.
Let's leave it. Thanks ever so much to the guys at Guitar, and
cheers,
especially
guys.
to the guys at Guitar here in Epsom. Could not be more accommodating. They've got a massive range of guitars, everything from the most cost-effective, loads of kind of second-hand and used stuff, some awesome amps. I really like that.
That's great, isn't it?
I really like.
Yeah.
I also really like that as well.
But the Les Paul through that, especially on the Dirty channel, I was playing the tellies through that, and it was like on the Dirty channel, it's like I don't like it so much. But Les Paul, it's like that hot rodded Marshall.
It's a proper match made in heaven, isn't it?
Right, isn't it? Yeah.
Proper a super lead Marshall
and
a Les Paul. It's proper.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed that. And it wasn't a little bit too indulgent for my colleague here. We will see you again very soon for plenty more rock and roll guitar action.
Yes.
Take care, everyone.
Cheers, guys.